I'm here at the historic Brandenburg Gate, the most prominent of the 14 gates which once separated East and West Berlin. The Brandenburg Gate, while an important symbol from the recent Cold War history of Germany, was actually completed in 1791, many years before it was ever used by communist powers as a means of separation and regulation. The gate was commissioned by King Frederick William II of Prussia. Ironically, due to its position amongst many historical conflicts, the initial intent behind its creation was that it would be a symbol of peace. The structure consists of 12 Doric columns, 5 passageways, and an amazing statue, known as the Quadriga, and the gate is meant to mimic the gateway of the Acropolis in Athens, Greece. The Brandenburg Gate's first big brush with history came during the Napoleonic Wars, when Napoleon's armies took control of Berlin. The Quadriga statue was so pleasing to Napoleon that upon his orders it was taken to Paris, where it remained until the Prussian army reacquired it 8 years later. The famous statue was then given an iron cross where it had formerly displayed a wreath, signifying the statue's change from a symbol of peace to a symbol of victory and strength. The gate remained in use throughout the following century and was lucky to survive the fighting of World War II, which destroyed many of the buildings surrounding it. After a joint refurbishment by the governments of East and West Berlin following the war, the Brandenburg Gate was ushered into its infamous position as part of the great separation between the communist and democratic world powers which then held control of Berlin and Germany. From the building of the Berlin Wall in 1961 until its fall in 1989, the Brandenburg Gate was stuck in a sort of no-man's land where its patrons were almost exclusively those in military uniform. For those nearly 30 years, the gate then stood as a symbol of integration and free movement which was always just out of reach. It is for that reason that crowds gathered with overwhelming excitement at the gate on November 9, 1989, as the Berlin Wall officially gave way to the inevitable unification of Germany's people. The Prime Minister of East Germany greeted the Chancellor of West Germany as he walked through Brandenburg Gate, and the rest is modern history. This gate, which once stood for division and distrust, is now a symbol of peace and unification in the modern world.